This 1986 adaptation of Judge Dredd, the infamous cop of the future who debuted in 2000 AD comic, was developed by Beam Software and published by Melbourne House, and it's a bit of a travesty to be honest. There was also this one from Alan Botwright in 1991, published by Virgin Mastertronic. Was it any better? Well, let's have a look at them both. Upon starting the 1986 game, you are presented with an overview of a section of Mega City 1, the home of Judge Dredd. You'll immediately notice icons flash up, representing individual crimes that are being committed in real time. You must select one of these icons before crime runs out of control, and then the game cuts to a flick-screen platform shooter. You control Judge Dredd and must explore a maze of screens looking for the perpetrator, perp, of the crime, who is located among wandering citizens and robots. Depending on the crime, you can shoot or not shoot. If you can't shoot, all you can do is shout "Halt," which always seemed very bizarre. Sometimes you end up confronting a perp who is shooting at you, but you can't shoot back. While you're doing this, there's a decent synth rock soundtrack playing, but strangely enough, no sound effects. Just an on-screen comic book style blam when you fire your gun. As you move from location to location, the screens flick. Sometimes a screen will be filled with marauding robo-dogs or renegade spy satellites, which will attack you on sight, depleting your energy. And if you lose all of your energy, your current investigation is aborted and the screen returns to the Lawmaster display. You have to guide Dredd on a search for perps by running along and jumping from walkway to walkway, or by using lifts to take you down to the more inaccessible screens. Sometimes you need to enter doors in the level by lining up with them and pushing up, but doing so is not always easy. If you're slightly too far right, you'll just jump up and usually end up on the platform above. If you're too far left and want to jump to the platform above, you often end up entering the door. So you can understand my frustration at saying the door entering mechanism is dodgy at best and broken at worst. Anyway, when the perp is removed, you can then investigate another crime, and the main objective really is just to keep on capturing these criminals without allowing the level of crime in your sector to rise above 8 crimes total. Otherwise you'll be removed from duty and the game will end. So that was the 1986 version. How about the 1991 version? Surely this will be a better game, right? Dredd himself is instantly recognisable in this game, as he struts along the platform-filled screens that make up Mega City 1. Wandering along these streets are numerous perps and civilians, and, depending on which level you were on, you must shoot the criminals to prevent the crime rate from rising too high. And if the level of crime reaches a predetermined level, then just like the 1986 rendition, Dredd will be forced to hand over his treasured badge and the game will be over. However, to aid you in your trek across the dangerous city, Dredd's bike can be summoned by a quick prod on the spacebar, and for what you gain in speed, you lose in weaponry, as you cannot shoot any crooks that get in the way whilst on the bike. The main problem with Judge Dredd is the repetitive gameplay. Wandering slowly up and down numerous platforms with only the odd felon to pick off is extremely dull, and the crime indicator seems to have a mind of its own and doesn't follow any particular pattern. This can be a problem when criminals get mixed up with civilians. Every innocent you kill increases the crime wave bar, and when this hits the maximum, it's game over. You can also die if energy falls to 0. Different missions appeal with graphic and objective variety, but there's a lot of wandering around involved, and it can be an annoyingly long haul to get anywhere. Make one mistake, and that's it. When comparing this to the Amiga version, I must admit that the Commodore 64 game comes out on top. Dredd is a good looking sprite on the C64 version, as I thought he looked more like a farmer with wellies here. The falling fatties are a laugh, and the backdrops look slightly grimier and authentic than the 16-bit Mega City one. To be honest, if it was a choice between this version of Judge Dredd or the earlier version, I'd say definitely stick to this one over the two. But then I'd also probably say maybe play Robocop instead. But remember, you don't have to take my word on it. You might love these games, and hopefully you'll definitely give them a go the next time you're on your trusty Commodore 64. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know which one was your favourite version of Judge Dredd. Did you even know there were 2 releases? I'd be interested in hearing your feedback. Also, if you're enjoying the channel and the nostalgic games, then please consider subscribing to the channel and joining me on this epic journey to revisit some old games we used to play on the Commodore 64 and the Commodore Amiga. It's brilliant reliving these awesome memories once more, and hopefully you'll stick around for more nostalgia. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.